I remember back in the days when oatmeal was incredibly boring, like plain oatmeal for breakfast was, yeah, the epitome of having a boring breakfast. But in skincare, oatmeal has kind of become the thing to use. So let's talk about the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inkey list today. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick reviews so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. The Oat Cleansing Balm is interesting in two different kinds. The first interesting fact is that it can be used both as a cleansing balm or as a hydrating leave-on mask. And the second thing is that despite being called cleansing balm, it comes in a tube and not in a pot, which already tells you that this is much lighter than your usually balm cleanser. But let's hear what the Inkey list has to say first. This luxurious cleansing balm gently dissolves makeup, cleans and nourishes the skin, making it ideal for sensitive skin types. Combining soothing colloidal oatmeal with ceramides to support skin's natural protective barrier, it's also formulated with oat kernel oil. As I already said, the texture is less firm than you'd expect, because otherwise you probably wouldn't be able to press it out of the tube. One thing I did notice though is now that the weather is getting warmer, I had it kind of separating in the tube. So if I press it out, there was a little oil coming first and then the mixture. That didn't hinder the performance, but as it's always recommended, you might want to make sure that this is stored in a cold and dark place and not, in your hot and steamy bathroom cabinet. There is a faint scent, kind of warm or nutty. I don't know if it's the oats that smell like this, I never noticed, but no heavy fragrance. It's just barely noticeable. And when you first get it out of the tube, you feel a little graininess. This disappears when you massage it into your skin, because when it comes in contact with the warmth of your skin, it really melts down. The oil texture gets more prominent, and despite this oily and really nourishing feeling on the skin, it rinses off clear. After I've rinsed it just with water, my skin feels like it has a hydrating layer on top. So if you don't want that, if you want your skin to feel really, really clean, I suggest you use a washcloth to remove it. I actually enjoy that because back in winter when it was still very cold, this one did prevent dry patches from appearing on my skin. The main ingredients in there are 3% oat kernel oil, which is supposed to be good for dry skin and dry nail, 1% colloidal oatmeal. The thing with colloidal oatmeal is that it's shredded so fine that you really get the good stuff that's inside the oat. If you just use oats that you have at home, you will not be able to mill them so finely that you really get access to all the beta-glucan that's inside, the other soothing and anti-inflammatory ingredients that really make colloidal oatmeal amazing for eczema-prone and irritated skin. On top of that, it has a few other oils, just probably for a nice blend, and vitamin E as antioxidant. As I said, you could use it both as cleanser or as a mask. I don't really enjoy it as a mask that much because it gets kind of oily when you apply it onto your skin, and I'm just not one for this nourishing feeling for a longer period of time. That might be different if you have dry skin. You might enjoy this very much. I love it for removing my makeup, especially when my skin is pretty irritated due to cold winter, tretinoin overuse, or anything else that I've thrown at it, because it gets rid of all my makeup without stinging my eyes, without any residue, without any rubbing, and rinses clean without the need to scrub it off my face, or for me without the need to go in with a second cleanse to get rid of the oily layer. The fact that it has no added fragrance makes it great for more sensitive skin. I personally struggle with other cleansing balms like the Meromaya cleansing balm or the Emma Hardy Moringa cleansing balm. I know that many love, but that are just too scented for my personal taste. So this one is great if you prefer unscented skincare products. If I compare it to the Inkey List Oil and Water Double Cleanse, this one is much better at removing makeup, but has this little small bit of graininess in the beginning that makes the Oil and Water Double Cleanser even more gentle than this one, despite the fact that this is really gentle. I think I prefer this one for the winter and the other one for the summer because it just feels a little fresher. So if you're a fan of a good balm cleanser, if your skin is irritated right now, if you want a nourishing cleanser, then this is one that I highly recommend you try. Please tell me in the comments below if you have tried this cleanser yourself. I'm going to link to more of the Inkey List reviews on the screen now, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another one. Bye!